a different REM pod, so that shouldn't have gone off. There's definitely like a younger spirit here.
If there's someone under the age of 10 here, can you please
know what time it is?
make one of these go off?
Wait, did you not hear that
I
bang?
swear to God.
Bang first and then that one off immediately after. What I want to know is if you were here before this was a spirit Halloween store. Because you said.
Hold my hand?
No.
Does that mean something touched it?
Oh,
Oh, look at that. Look, the temperature change.
No, that's EMF. That's EMF. So something's getting closer and then it touched it.
Just remember in the last video when that...
What was
That's
that?
Temperature.
My question is, did that go off a second ago? When you said, was that temperature?
It didn't go off, but it was like flat.
This is not okay. Well, my stream's been terrible. Go to YouTube, look at my stream. Thank you. I got type fast typing hands. I know. All the goals love my stream. I know. All the goals love my stream. I know. Okay. All the goals love my stream. I know. We got one like. Okay. All the goals love my stream. W chat. I know. We got one like. Okay. All the goals love my stream. Yeah. W chat. I know. We got one like. Okay. All the goals love my stream. Yeah. W chat. I know. We got one like. Okay. All the goals love my stream. Yeah. W chat. I know. We got one like. Okay. All the goals love my stream. Yeah. W chat. I know. We got one like. Okay. All the goals love my stream.
Okay, and then...
Oh, I want to see if he does that.
Whoa! Oh my God!
And the animatronic.
What the freak? Yo! No! You're trolling me! Wait, you're playing a freaking prank on me right now.
The temperature changed. The Boo Buddy said it's cold in here, and the animatronic just went off. Look at how far we are. Are animatronics triggered by noise because we scream? No.
No.
No, they're not. All right. Oh, I have anxiety. That light.
Hey, I hear stuff over there. I've been hearing it.
So Brandon before said that those lights go off because it's motion. There's no way the sensors are this far, dog. We should definitely wrap this one up. This is Brandon, another store employee. You've got a crazy story, huh?
So this one isn't from me, it's from my manager. She was giving like an interview. She heard like someone dragging a chair on the ceiling, like above them in the break room.
Is there even anything above here?
No, but it was like loud enough for her to go ask the store next door to be like, hey, do they have access to it?
So definitely a lot of noises.
I was bored and I was just like exploring the store like while we were building it. There's like this giant mirror in like one of the old dressing rooms. I like looked, that's kind of weird that it's broken. And then I went back and then I told people that were like doing stuff and I was like, the mirror's back there is broken. And they're like, what do you mean it's broken?
A mirror shattered?
Yeah, it looked like somebody went and like punched a hole through it. Another bored exploring day while we were like building the store. There's like a little nook where there's like the break room, hallway, and then like all of those doors were like open. So I'm like opening the doors. I'm like, what's in
You're
here?
exploring.
Yeah, and then like I open. So it's not just chairs, but there's like a little chest that was like on the floor. And then like I see there's like this kind of like a lazy boy, and I'm just like, why is it facing that corner? I'm not gonna think anything of it. I was gonna dip out. I go back, talk to other people. They're like, yeah, there's other chairs or whatever. I'm like, all right, you guys know that it's like facing the corner of the room? And they're like, what do you mean it's facing the corner of the room?
Which chairs are we talking about?
The one you're in, the one I'm in. There's the lazy boy that knows.
That would have been great to know before sitting here, huh? These chairs that were facing the corner?
First day, it's just the lazy boy. I come back the next day to check up on the chairs. All three chairs are facing the same corner.
Get up. Let me see
Hold up. Let's see. It's like a clown chair. That's all I need to hear.
I wonder if these were the ones that he heard.
Yeah, because look, dude, you guys know when curtains open, like, if they heard that and no one was here, that's terrifying. Dude, I have to pee so bad, but I'm not going back there. I actually am not going back there alone. Oh my gosh, if that went off, bro,
Yeah, right.
I don't even think we've gone to this side of the store. Like, what is this thing? Like, look up. That's so weird. What if that was setting off the REM pod earlier? That was your REM pod here, too. I wonder if I put mine, like, would it do the same exact thing?
It's worth a shot.
Okay, I'm gonna set this down. Oh my gosh!
Hey, same exact thing.
If there's a spirit under this little tower here with us, you set a REM pod in the middle. Yep.
Hey, it's kind of scary. We're in four corners right now. It's kind of scary. I don't like this.
That's temperature. That's getting colder. If you're still here with us, can you make the REM pod go off?
This has to be. This is unbelievable.
Thank you.
I have an idea. Those chairs.
I was half expecting someone to actually be here.
Same. It's moving.
I don't know how to turn this on. Wait.
Start recording. Start
Yeah, it's
recording.
just-
Go.
Oh my gosh.
Go.
Wait, what's moving? Hey, what's moving?
Look, it was one of the costumes.
Look, they're moving. Bro, look, even this one.
Look.
Hippie vest.
No,
Wait,
I heard
I'm
a
gonna get out
bang,
costume.
bro, and I looked over there. Me and Noah were about to go to the bathroom, so the camera was all the way there.
We heard it too, just like immediately looked at each other.
Dog, it was loud. You guys had just walked, so these machines were going off loud, and then we literally heard it over here,
Guys,
and
so
then
like-
you guys walked back, and the one person that's here, Brandon, he was right next to us. You saw him, he was right next to us.
He was
walking.
This whole video
Yes,
is
he's
now
walking right in front of us.
Brandon, are you here? Dude,
He's one of them YouTubers. That's disgusting. He's just taking a shit on a public bench? What? Well, this was 2 months ago?
Man gets caught pooping through public bench.
Hey, how's it going? Pretty good.
How do you even do that? Do you have to...
You need to ask yourself for that to happen, unless you poop in your shorts. Deadly Islands. So there's a combination of them all.
This is the world's most...
These all 10 minutes, it's 7 videos, 70 minutes total. This is Infected, overnight in the world's most haunted. Sneak into MrBeast, sneaking into the world's most infected. It's not the same thing. It's the same thing. One's just overnight. Overnight world's deadly island. Almost died trying to escape this island. Sneak into the world's deadliest island. Okay, so what's the difference between all these? All the deadliest.
most infected island. It's an island covered in thousands of human bones still left here from the Black Plague. There's a rib bone. That's the bottom of someone's spine. There's literally bone.
Holy
This
shit,
is
that's
the
an
world's most
actual
infected
dog.
island.
Holy. Hey, W viewer. Thank you for viewing. Just had to be in the stream. We're going to
It's an island covered in thousands of human bones still left
That's
here.
an actual. Like that's not fake.
From the
is it?
Black Plague. There's a rib bone. That's the bottom of someone's spine. There's literally bones everywhere. And I'm going to spend the night here.
You're gonna
Oh,
be
God.
sleeping over dead.
Almost
people's
right in. The
bodies
entire
with black
island is literally
plague.
surrounded by quicksand. Within this quicksand is where you'll find a lot of the bones.
Subconsciously, I just wouldn't
It's a bone.
want to sleep here because like people died here.
Like there's one right there.
But some people
There's a human
remain
rib bone right there.
scattered,
But we
burial
weren't just
site.
looking for bones.
It's
We were looking for
tragic,
clues to a mysterious
and, I mean, it
location
happened a
called
long time
Coffin
ago.
Bay.
So I
Still,
snuck onto this band island once
Coffin
before, but what I
Bay.
didn't know last time is that there's an area that is the most infected part, that has the most bones, called
That's
Coffin
just
Bay.
crazy.
And it's rumored to be full of treasure.
There feasibly could be treasure. Pipes, bottles. How much are those bottles worth?
Thousands.
Treasure.
We could be the first people that could actually
Turn my volume
Yeah,
up a
you've got to find
bit.
Coffin Bay, you've got to find this treasure.
Without dying. First people to sleep on dead man's.
So we set off to find Coffin Bay, and quickly we already found evidence of historical artifacts.
Look at this. At least 100-year-old wine bottle. That's crazy, man.
And clues to Coffin Bay's location.
These would have been bolted down and you'd have tied your rope on it.
That's like straight off a ship. That's exactly what it looks like. Oh! There's another piece of wood. How are we going to know if that is from a coffin?
You can tell larger pieces, they were cut in a certain formation. If you imagine that is the top of the coffin, it fits the profile of a shape, doesn't it? Person.
Already we're finding clues, but to find Coffin Bay is incredibly difficult because most of this island is underwater, and it's only at midnight that Coffin Bay will emerge.
If we find it, it should be on the map.
Wait,
and
what's
it's not on the map.
Bay? What did I do? Let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of that. Full screen back into this. I don't want to search what my IP is. Coffin Bay, originally Coffin Bay, is a town of the southern Erie, South Australia. The town is situated this is more than 4,000 people. It is approximately Coffin Bay National Park. It's a popular location for boating. The town is named after the bay formed by Coffin Bay Peninsula and the mainland.
And so, I got my friends on the mainland to help us scout out the island from above.
Hey, Jack Trax, we need you guys to scout ahead on
Coffin Bay on Dead Man's Island. Coffin Bay on Dead Man's Island is an area around the perimeter of the island where open coffins and scattered human remains lies. The island served as a burial ground for convicts who succumbed to disease on prison ships over 2 centuries ago. This was only 200 years ago is when this happened. That is shocking to me.
the drone to see if you can locate Coffin Bay.
Understood.
Dude, it's freaking huge. Oh my gosh, it's massive. What the hell? That actually looks scary.
I'm so glad we're not on there.
Yeah. Okay, so if they head up north, they get to this bit here. This bit looks like it would have a lot of bones.
Since Coffin Bay is still underwater, Jack and Trax guide us to its most likely location. However, we're going to have to kayak there.
We don't have much time to find this place.
No, I'm getting a head source just in case, because I don't want to be kayaking back in complete pitch black, so...
That would be dangerous and scary. You're worried?
That bursts.
Yeah, that's gonna suck.
It's gonna suck and you're gonna die.
Okay, well, we gotta get this out real fast.
Let's go now.
The place is looking eerie right now. The tide is still so high. I can feel nighttime coming and I'm not exactly looking forward to it.
I'm a bit worried to see what it's going to be like and what the feeling is going to be like. You can just tell it's going to be really dark tonight.
The window to search Coffin Bay is so small that we need the exact location. And so the boys tried to get more information on it from the locals. And everyone pointed them to one guy who knew exactly where it was.
You see, Lee, you've got the boat, yeah? The old pirate ship.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, he knows who's
Oh, he's out over there and we can't reach him.
No, drive a boat out there or whatever. He can tell you everything about the island. You missed that opportunity. Yeah. Get hold of him. That'll be your dream come true.
Apparently he has all the answers. But he's also all the way over there. How's that shoulder holding up, lad?
My shoulder's falling apart right now. We could be literally right on top of it. We've no idea.
But eventually, we reached the spot that was very likely to be Coffin Bay.
The place is completely transforming with the tide. Now all the things are starting to be exposed.
Just swimming in that water on vacation, and like you're just chilling. You see this island. Oh, let's go walk on the beach of the island. We're jet skiing. You just get impaled by a human rib from the Black Plague. It's like, oh, yay. And then you're the next person with the Black Plague.
Coffin Bay could be around the corner. We've got another bottle there.
Is that actually a thing? Seven people got the bubonic plague. Wow. Maybe we go for an hour and 6 minutes though, W stream. Oh, no, this is not pre-recorded, man. No, it's not. I don't know why I'm typing that. Hey, thanks for all the 3 viewers. I just don't know how to set up the chat being in the corner, so I really didn't know. Like, I can't see the comments easy. Usually my moderator is in here. Let me go let him know to get in here. We'll get back to the vid in a second, though. But yeah, thanks for the comment, and we just dropped him. We dropped to 0. Okay, cool. Either way, let's get back to it.
Another piece of wood.
This new area basically looked like the rest of the island, but it came with a danger we were not ready for.
Yeah, keep moving.
It was covered in a quicksand, much more dangerous than we had ever experienced.
You should be moving your feet, man.
I know. What if I'm wearing socks?
Oh my gosh.
Because wet and muddy socks inside your boots with shoes.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, the boots is way high up. Either way.
Oh my god.
We found a way to the pirate ship. Right. Where is she?
It's that guy over there, right? Yeah,
oh, that's him.
The guy ahead of us.
Yeah, he's right ahead of us. Hello! Hello! We're hoping he's just going to let us on board. He has no idea that we're coming to find him.
We're like literally stuck in the mud now. This is as exposed as this place is going to be. There's no coffins here. This is definitely not Coffin Bay. Let's head back there into some land and let's give the lads a call.
Hello!
Right, we made it.
W viewers, shout out to you.
Hi, sorry, do we go this way? There's something that you should be getting. Everyone recommended that we should speak to this guy for the night. Yeah, I think so. Is that okay? Okay, no problem. Yeah.
So you got onto a pirate ship?
Yeah. You need to see.
The boys! Did you find out about Coffin Bay though?
Coffin.
How did that get its name? Did people die on the island? Deadliest Island got its name because of the hundreds of unknown people buried there in unmarked wooden coffins are now being uncovered at low tide and washed out into the Thames. I'm not gonna say that. However, historic records suggest that it was actually named for less hunting function, and shipping times where a dead man refers to a large stone, anchor, or even a tree that a ship can be tied to. Oh, okay. So it's because of there's dead people in the water. Swimming
Bay is on the back of the island, but if you go there, you need to be very careful. Apparently, there is hundreds of coffins, and like they're all like stacked up on top of each other.
Sometimes you fall from the coffins.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Yeah, you don't want to get, because it was Black Death, so you don't want to be putting your foot through a coffin, do you?
What do you mean the back of the island? This island's huge and so many sides.
What? I think he was like the south end of the
island. In the coffin breaks on you with that.
We're on the north. Are we on the wrong side of the island?
North is that way. Yeah, east is.
I thought north is that way.
This is north.
North is that way.
We don't even know what side we're on, let alone where the hell the coffins are.
So wait, you're saying the south?
I'm pretty confident.
Yeah. Lads, you don't sound confident anymore. I thought you knew the exact location. Did you guys pinpoint it on like on a map? Did you show them a map?
Dude.
Why didn't you show them a fucking map? We've got about like how many hours before it's like completely dark?
Hours, we've got about 10 minutes.
We've got about 10 minutes. We need to find it in 10 minutes. How are we going to do this?
You go and find it. You've got this. It's on the back of the island.
Thank you for that like massive generalized idea of where it could be. But we'll find it.
Right, come on.
That's
right, come on, we're screwed now.
You make it voting.
We need to head that way and try and find Coffin Bay.
It's alright, who knows more about this stuff than anybody has just said that's dangerous.
Alright, we need to move fast then. Or at least I do. Like if I'm going alone, I'm going alone. I need to find Coffin Bay. We gotta go somewhere.
You made me come back to this place again for nothing.
No, the Coffin Bay exists and there's treasure in it.
They went to this place
I gotta
previously?
find Coffin Bay, man. I'm not leaving this island until we find.
It's on the playlist though. This is the first video on the playlist. Huh. Oh yeah, we got a current 2 viewers. Thanks to you guys. Well, now we're down to 1. Thanks to you guys.
found it.
Even if you knew exactly where it is, I don't think it'd be a good idea trying to track out.
Everyone was warning me against going to Coffin Bay by myself.
What do you think, Chris? There's hope, isn't there?
No, man. I admire your tenacity, my friend.
But unlike them,
It's not looking likely right now that we're going to find this place, is it?
I'm no loser.
Well, not with that attitude. This is the only window I'm going to get to be able to see this place. I gotta at least try.
Doing this trek by myself is something you should never do. One wrong step and I could be drowning in quicksand with no one to help me.
Whoa, 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 whoa. My foot's like deep. My foot is deep.
Yeah, no, he's in something. Aren't you not
I
supposed
just
to be
found a
panicking
solid
when
piece
you're
of ground.
in quicksand?
I was really stuck in quicksand, up to my knees. Oh God, so I have no idea if it's even worth
I'm
it.
pretty sure the rules say you're not
Well,
supposed
these
to
are the
do
lengths I will go
super
to
fast.
for you guys. Oh my God.
What did I know though?
Wow, I nearly died. You guys have been blowing up the channel recently. The views are insane. We just hit 500,000 subscribers. I will do whatever it takes to entertain you guys. If you haven't already, you guys need to subscribe now because
like
we are
2
going to do the
mil.
videos that literally
No, he's
no
700K.
YouTuber has
He
dared
should be at like 2 mil. Hey, 15 peak views, thank y'all.
to do.
500,000!
Thank you. We've got some crazy things cooking. You do not want to miss them. We're about
You
to
know what,
bring
absolute
YouTube to
banger
a whole
video.
new
I'll just
level.
do
I
videos
promise you
instead
that.
of
Now,
a
let's see if I can find this
sub
Coffin Bay
line.
place, if it
W
exists.
vid.
Well, that is unusual looking. That is very unusual looking. Another piece of wood. There's nails in this one. There's definitely a high concentration of all these different wood pieces. It's either come from a shipwreck or these are bits of coffin.
Dara, are you receiving over?
If I find any evidence of Coffin Bay, I'll be letting you know.
Crack on, mate, we're just checking in.
Those guys are really, really nice. They did not want me doing this.
And that was when I found something.
Oh, hell no. Okay. There's a bone. Yep, there you have it. There's the bottom of a human's rib bone. I mean, that could definitely be a sign.
More bones were beginning to emerge, but so too were artifacts I had never expected to find.
Whoa, look at
a bit
that.
small
Seriously,
for a rib? You
old
mean a small
white
bone? I
Oh
feel like
my
it's
God.
skinny.
You see that shimmer? That's
I feel like that's a skinny rib bone. Rib bone. No, smallest rib bone. Smallest rib bone in body. Floating ribs. Okay, we'll search that up. Do images. We can't get an actual image of like the skeletal remain. Okay. No, they're pretty small. Yeah, that's probably a floating rib. Yeah. I did not think ribs were that small.
And eventually, the bones and artifacts led me to...
whoa, 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 whoa.
Wait, how's that a coffin?
Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Okay, I've stepped into it. We're looking at a massive mound of coffins.
Oh,
this could
I
be
see
one.
them.
That could be one. That certainly is one. Oh my God.
Yeah.
It's stacked up right up to here. And then right next to the coffin, rib bone. There's literally bones everywhere. Oh
They
my
just
God.
dump
There's
these
a rib
things
bone,
out
a leg bone,
on this
an arm bone.
floor.
God, okay, I feel freaked out that I've come by myself. I just can't believe that there's just so much
Wow.
right here. Seeing that stuff is
Imagine being on the
is
boat
very
and having to
freaky.
do
You just
that.
totally dissociate from it being a
200
person, but it's
years
a
ago.
person that lives.
When were they dumped? Located off North Kent coast, served as a burial ground for convicts who died on prison ships in the 18th and 19th centuries? Only 100 to 200 years ago was this a thing. What's the bubonic plague? 1346. How long did the Black Plague last? Yeah, 6-7. Either way, it wasn't even that long. The Black Plague? You think it'd be longer?
Lived a long time ago, and they just end up on this island, and no one does anything about it. It's quite sad.
Coffin Bay is the type of place most people want to pretend doesn't exist, but it's real, and it has given us a chance to literally peek into our own history, and that's a history that is very different from the lives we lead now.
You're filthy. Yes, it was it was a rough ride.
And I like to think of it as a reminder of literally how lucky we are to be alive today. And the treasure? Yes, I did find treasure.
That's like 1600s, Victorian. That's probably one of the best bottles we've had.
400 years old?
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
Is just the physical proof that our time is limited. Thank you guys for 500,000 subscribers. I love you all. See you in the next video.
W video. W video. Hey, everyone in chat, let's get some W video. Hey, let's get some W videos in chat. Let's get some W vid. Okay. Is this the Italian island one?
Behind me is the most haunted island in the world. We're over 150,000.
Yes, this is the island. This is the one I wanted to see. Before we get to that, I'm gonna go get water because my mouth is dry. We are back, chat. Alright, before we get into this, I'm gonna go check some stats. 1 hour, 18 minutes in. 19 views. W, y'all. Because last night when I ended the stream, it had a peak of 21 views in total. So, W.
1,000 people have died of the Black Plague, and it is completely illegal.
I think I searched this up earlier. How many lives does the Black Plague claim each year? Black Plague was killed 2024. A few thousand. The bubonic plague, also known as the Black Death, now claims only a few thousand lives each year. It is far less common than the treatable than in the 14th century, when it killed a fifth of the world's population. The Black Plague treatable when it started. The Black Death was not treatable when it started because doctors and medical practitioners of the time had a little understanding of the true cause of the plague. They were unable to prevent or effectively treat the disease, often resorting to methods such as bloodletting and the use of herbs, which had little impact on the spread of the disease. The Black Death was caused by infection of the bacterium Yersinia pestis. What's bloodletting? Drainage of blood So they cut your arm open, or like hit it, and the blood would come out, and they make that. That's how they wanted to treat the plague. Hey, rip to the vid. 3 at peak, then we hit 3 again, down to 1, down to that, now at 0. W though. Hey, we're back to 1. W to you. Thanks for joining. We're now at 21. We are doing better than last night's stream. And we're not even halfway through. W.
To step foot on. So I guess I better not go there.
Black Plague was
The police have banned anyone from visiting this island after countless unexplained injuries and death.
This is not safe. There we go. I got it. Oh, I got it. Oh, there's a boat coming. There's a boat. Run. Get down. A police boat literally is coming straight for us.
We're in Poveglia, Italy, an island in the middle of Venice, home to an insane asylum that conducted illegal experiments on its patients. And its most haunted area is the bell tower, which we'll be investigating later in this video.
illegal experiment. Wow. Wow, that's something. When did Sane Asylum start? '18th century. Close. 1950. The collective insane asylums of mental institutions began in the 1950s and continued to the 1960s and beyond. This process, known as deinstitutionalization, was driven by growing awareness of the poor conditions in asylums and a shift towards community-based care. While the movement started in the 1950s, it was a gradual process that has continued to evolve over the years. How many insane asylums are there in 2025? How many? Five, USA. While many countries still struggle with opening the discussion around mental health care, the United States was ranked third for burden of mental health and behavioral disorders. That doesn't give me a definitive answer at all. So, thanks for that. Either way, let's get out.
So this is where we're going to set up our operations. See, our entire goal is to get to that bell tower before light goes down. That's where we're going to do our investigation. Let me show you literally all the ghost equipment I have. So I have got the craziest security camera system I could possibly find that's night vision and motion censored. A spirit box. This is the thing.
Why do we need a camera system? The only thing I could imagine on the island, which is still low chances because of things in the water and the fact that there's probably no food and or life on that island, would be squatters. It's the only thing you capture on camera. But squatters wouldn't be on the island because you gotta swim through treacherous, deadly waters, right? And waters are very deadly. If y'all haven't ever been in an ocean, which I don't know, you go a little bit out in the ocean, the currents can sweep you under. The currents are stronger than you. So, swimming here is not ideal and a very high chance of death. Then there's police boats around the island, so
that runs through loads of different FM frequencies. Let's see what the ghosts of Poveglia have to say to us. Thermal gun. If these ghosts or spirits produce any heat, we will literally see it perfectly. If ghosts exist, I'm going to find it. Do you believe in ghosts?
Loki do believe in them. For the people that believe in ghosts, we're here to prove it right. Come on, let's go.
And for the people that don't, I am going to be as incredibly unbiased as you possibly can be. But I do not believe in ghosts.
So we entered the dense forest to find the bell tower.
This island apparently is an absolute...
I know, I'll pause it again. I love going to woods. I don't care if they're big or small. I have some backside of my fence. Used to build shit back there when after Hurricane Laura hit. It was like everything was destroyed. And we had some old junk. So like, why don't we build bridges over these huge puddles that never drain at all? Why don't we build bridges over this, that, this? You know, you got some water here. And the very small woods, the like, probably 200 feet in total of length. The smallest
Labyrinth. I mean, we could just get lost super easy, man. Building number 1. All I know is this place is meant to be a death trap. It is completely overgrown.
Wow, people want to listen to me talk about
like, what is that? This is for sanitation. It was like a cooker to burn off disease. Next building. This is creepy. This entire building could like collapse at any moment.
Who's going on the island that they're able to tag graffiti?
Be super careful with our steps. I thought I literally saw someone looking at me there.
Shut up.
I swear to God.
This guy doesn't believe in ghosts.
Okay, we're gonna continue going. We're losing light real fast, man.
We knew we were getting closer to the asylum.
There's the church, there's the church.
You found the church?
Yeah.
We can see the direction of the bell tower. The light is fading very fast.
And eventually, we entered.
Yeah, that building's gonna collapse inwards. I mean, it's sad that I will. I mean, it's sad what happened on the island. We didn't even get the background yet. It's sad what happened on the island. But it's sadder that all the history is gonna be gone within a couple hundred years from now. Like, the island could either be submerged in water or everything's gonna be destroyed, and it's gonna be a small remnant of its past. And it could be lost to history completely. So everything that happened on the island is secretive. No one's gonna know about it because you're gonna have to dig through deep history to find it. Not only that, but I think preserving this kind of history is what you want to do when you have these kind of islands, is to preserve it, and so future generations understand what happened, so we never repeat these mistakes again. Because if the generations, like the future generations, don't know what happened when we had these things open and how mistreated people were in them, that they might end up doing this again, and it start another loop to the whole process happening again. Also, why is there a modern day water tower on the abandoned island? That looks like modern.
Its grounds.
Dude, that'd actually be such a cool courtyard. I saw somebody saying that courtyards were there before AC, so you can like let wind in and it just be like a shady area so you can cool off. And that's why Mecca doesn't have them, because when we started developing, some houses in America, like the United, like North America, the United States of America, you know, the USA, I'll say, the US, whatever. That's why most houses don't have courtyards, because most of them are built either when AC was a thing or just slightly before, you know, like when people were poorer. You got like the Wild West, so, you know, no one had luxurious homes, so most people did them with courtyards. They were just like wooden houses for you to sleep in and be safe from predators. So very interesting.
What the hell is in there?
It's interesting.
I'm not going.
I personally enjoy it a lot.
Yeah, no. Well, we didn't have to, as the entrance to the asylum was right around the corner.
The entrance to the asylum. It looks imposing and scary. I'm not gonna lie. You ready to enter hell?
What's the scaffolding there for? What island is this? I want to learn why the scaffolding. So I have no expectation what happened. Get yourself the self-cleaning bottle here. Poveglia Island. Why is the scaffolding on Poveglia Island? Poveglia Island, located between Venice and Lido in the Venetian Lagoon, has a dark history, but is used for plague, quarantine, mistreatment of the mentally ill, and is now off limits to the public due to collapsing staircases, falling ceilings, and thick vegetation. Okay, so Poveglia Island. We're just gonna search this. How old is Poveglia Island? The island is first mentioned in the Chronicles of 421, and Prado and St. fled there to escape the Barbarian invasions in the 9th century. Poveglia is a small island located between a small canal divides. The residents fled warfare in 1379, recorded in 421. It was populated until the residents fled warfare in 1379 for more than 100 years. Beginning in 1766, the island was used as a quarantine station for those suffering the plague and other diseases, and later as a mental hospital. The mental hospital closed in 1968. The island has been vacant ever since because of its history. The island is frequently featured on paranormal shows. What happened during the mental asylum on Poveglia Island? So, Mr. Hospital, 100,000 people, I believe, have died. The island's dark history includes rumors of inhuman experiments on patients. Someone fell from a bell tower, too. That's sick. Interesting.
Oh gosh, need to get some lights on. We now need to start planting the first campus. Deep into the asylum we go. I'm getting the sense that like just anything could be around the corner. Patient bed. Oh man, look how dark it's gotten. Every step I'm taking feels dangerous. Oh my god. This hallway looks like the most horror hallway I've ever seen. I'm gonna plant the camera here. I swear to god, I'm feeling creeped out. This place is
you're the pitch black, you're gonna be creeped out.
So guys, I have no way of really explaining what happened next, but for some reason all of our equipment stopped working all at the same time.
Wasn't internet working either?
Everything's not working right now. We are now possibly cut off from the outside world.
But I had an important mission from that.
Send the guy that believes in ghosts off to check to see if there are ghosts on his own.
You'll be fine. I have to do an ad while you go off and do something else. Lark is sponsoring this video. This is Lark PureViz. Oh my god. Why?
Sorry.
In the water are neutralized.
Bro, this is creepy.
Ooh, being down there by yourself. Ugh.
Guys, I'm literally gonna have to do the sponsorship like this. There are also cool things that Lark can add. You can put in a filtration system as well, so you can have water purification and filtration. It makes me feel a lot better. Like, especially in being in this haunted plague. I need to find that. Well, thank God.
Yeah, it's me.
Man, the light is not working. I mean, I swear to God, that light is turned off about 5 times. It doesn't like us being here.
I did not like walking around there, to be honest.
You feel alright?
Other than seeing what I thought was like a flashing light from that spooky man.
Man, it keeps happening. Right, well, we're going old style YouTube right now.
Okay.
I don't know if I consider this
all the cameras set up all over the asylum now. Now it's time to venture and go a bit deeper with the heat.
Okay, yeah,
it's oogly boogly time. We're going to track down the smallest thing we can find on this. So, right, you ready? Let's see if anything in this entire place has any kind of different heat signature. There's like a trail of heat. Right, let's follow this. Wow, that is freaky as hell, man. There is literally a bit of a heat signature following along the wall. Oh man. Where is it taking us? There's definitely, wait, there's some heat up here through the door. That door is warmer than everything outside. Oh, yeah, there's heat in here for some reason. Oh man.
Ew.
Do you know where this heat just led us?
The bell tower?
Yeah.
You're joking?
No, I am not joking. Oh my god. They say that the bell tower is the most haunted part, and weirdly, the heat gun brought us right to it. I don't know how to explain that. I'm guessing that if there is one place that...
Why is the bell tower so well known? I spell known off. But I'll put Poveglia is well known because of its most visible structure on the island. It dates back to the 12th century. A San Vital, which was later demolished, tower was repurposed as a lighthouse. Let's edit this. This is not gaming. How do I change this out of gaming? I don't. Okay. I did not change this out of gaming. Apparently. Overlay for brakes. The overlay will be integrated for the party encoder to work. The overlay will appear when ads aren't available. Interesting. I don't know what that is. Webcam. I don't do webcams. Hey, WVid. Well, halfway through, and I've been commentating like 40 minutes.
There we go again. That's haunted. So I think this is where we do our biggest test. For any of you watching that believe in paranormal stuff, I'm not sure I believe it. But if I did, I think here would be the spot that we would find some activity. Let's try and talk to a ghost. Before I open up myself to being possibly possessed by a demon or something, I got something to say. I want to thank you guys for everything that's been happening with the channel recently. I've never seen anything like the last couple of videos. It's our views, massive YouTuber somehow, thanks to you guys. Cool. But support and subscribe, that it is not too late to hit 1 million subscribers before the end of the year. We can prove that it is not too late. This channel hit 1 million subscribers before the end of the year. We can prove that it is not.
Oh, that's just case.
Too late to take your dream. And you can do whatever the hell you want with it.
Yeah,
with
sadly,
that said,
no man did not hit 1
let's go talk to some ghosts.
So as much as I was laughing and joking, we were about to experience something really, really weird.
Well, they're definitely Italian.
Let's just go on the radio station.
We couldn't understand Italian, so we realized we were going to have to take it off the island for translation. But first, we needed to collect as much audio as possible. Were these ghosts telling us we were about to be murdered? I don't know.
I'll be honest, I'm just hearing great music.
That's not an Italian word. Do incident. Incidente. Oh, that's an actual Italian word. I thought they were just making that stuff up. A.W. Stream. Vortex. What? Is this an actual flight thing? He, him, his.
I was lost.
Vortex. I thought this was like an actual airplane thing. Apparently not. They asked me if my stuff was pre-recorded. It's not. An hour and a half only, and we are 27 viewers in. Last time I was only 21.
I can't speak Italian, so now it's time for us to just sleep, I guess, and get this translated in the morning. Matt, you ready?
I am ready.
We're going to be the first people to sleep on this goddamn thing in over 70 years.
So I genuinely don't believe in ghosts, and it would honestly take something pretty crazy to change my mind. But as we got ready to sleep, we had no idea what our audio had already captured.
I hope you don't die in your sleep.
This building was made before Meta existed. This thing's older than US. Wow.
How are you feeling, Matt?
I feel right. A little bit shivery.
31 degrees Fahrenheit, that's freezing.
Yeah, it's getting really cold.
Yeah. I don't know, being out on freezing temperatures, and then, bro, people. I see British people, and it's like 18 degrees Celsius.
You have survived the night on the most haunted island in the world.
Whatever goes through in there, we're about to find out if you're on security.
I need you to translate something for me.
I don't want to see this.
Blood, spring, and summer, so I mean.
Incident.
Partire means leave, travel. I'm being serious.
Okay, incident now, leave travel.
This is real. Scoppiata means exploded. They're very alarming words. Like, straight up, I won't even fake that. If something was there with them, and it was Italian, they did not want them to be there. It was not happy. Straight up, guys. The words are alarming. They're strong words.
I went to the most haunted island in the world to basically try to prove that ghosts did not exist. I did not believe them. However, since the night on the island, there are a lot of things that happened that are very difficult for me to explain. So number one, as soon as we got off the island, for some reason I had red scratches and blotches all over my hand.
Okay, those scratches.
I'm telling you, I did not have this.
That could be debris from rolling in your sleep. Could be bugs. That could be from a lot of different things. Or it could be from a ghost. But that's not concrete evidence, okay? I'm not saying they don't exist, but I'm not saying...
Before we left.
Number two, our Italian friend Manu was literally stopped in the airport and his bag was searched for explosives.
Scoppiata means exploded.
I've never been told that before a flight. We don't have anything attached to us, I'm sure. We'll be fine.
And finally, three, I have searched through that security camera footage like crazy. I've examined every little inch of it, and what I found was absolutely nothing, and I refuse to believe that I'm haunted by a ghost, but if I was, it would tell you to go watch this other video right now.
Okay. A W vid. A W. W y'all W. Second live stream's doing actually pretty good. Hour 42 minutes in. Next video, we're not gonna do MrBeast's Island. I don't think that's super interesting.
This island is said to be covered in hundreds of human skeletons that have been infected with the world's deadliest bacteria, the Black Plague, which has a 90% chance of killing you if you get infected.
But are these stories true? No one knows.
What is the world's deadliest disease? Influenza pandemic. The deadliest disease in history, the 1918 influenza pandemic, also known as the Spanish flu, which approximately 500 million people worldwide resulted in a death total 50 million to 100 million. This pandemic is recognized as the most devastating epidemic in history. Is the Black Plague one of the deadliest diseases in history? Cool, yeah, it was pretty devastating at the time. At the time, guys. The time.
The government have banned access to this mysterious and deadly island that I'm planning to sneak onto.
Dead Man's Island, here we come, boys!
My plan is to find evidence of human bones on the island to prove that the government are hiding the bodies from us.
It's true, I think there's bones over there.
If you go over to there, you can see bones and that.
Buried lots and lots of bodies out there.
Let's see if these rumors are true.
Dead Man's Island is basically this weird little outcropping of marshland somewhere in this direction. Are we going to be able to see anything?
Be peeling your eyes right now.
You can see it? All right, that's it.
That's Dead Man's Island.
Definitely can't see any bones from there.
Is that something?
Where?
This little white thing. What is that?
We struggled to identify what was on the island, and so we needed to get a lot closer. And so I asked this guy.
Have you been out there?
Yeah,
no one goes out there.
How old is this one?
This is the world's most infected island.
This island is said to be covered in hundreds of human skeletons that have been infected with the world's deadliest bacteria.
Skip over here.
That's right. Jay just kind of does a U-turn away from Dead Man's Island. And what I should have realized right there is he never had any intention of bringing me to the island.
So will we be able to take like a kind of a close look at it?
Instead, he wanted to teach me a lesson. This man starts driving wildly. And just as I slowly realize that I've been scammed and I'm on the back of a jet ski with a maniac, Jay decides he doesn't need me on it anymore.
Okay.
That's right, this scumbag has just thrown me into the water with all my equipment in my pockets. I am seething in anger right now, guys. He hasn't taken me to see the island, and he's taking my money. This smile on my face is hiding the anger I feel right now.
You said hit you on the island, then do the job, therefore you should not have
This is not good, guys. Scammed, and I've broken a $350 microphone.
Seems like even a scumbag like Jay was afraid to go to Dead Man's Island. And so honestly, I wasn't sure what to do.
I'm just trying to process what happened. I should not have trusted this guy.
If there's one thing I've learned from this situation, it's that getting onto the island the illegal way was the wrong thing to do. But if the government truly are hiding the bodies of plague victims on this island, then we can't give up. When I die, I would not like to be forgotten about like that.
We need to find another way to get onto Dead Man's Island. How are we getting on there, man?
We need to find someone that would completely disagree with my methods so far. We need to find someone who could do this legally.
I might know a guy. I might know two guys.
Yo, yo. Yo, yo, Chris.
This is Simon and Chris, both treasure hunting YouTubers, and if anyone knew how to do this stuff legally, it would be them.
Wouldn't advise anyone going there because it's extremely dangerous. If people say you can't visit there, you can't. But there's ways around it.
Good to see you, Chris. Good to see you.
And Simon knows a loophole on how to get us on the island.
The best way, by far, is photograph.
You might want to wear this just to stop the noise because it can get quite deafening.
Dead Man's Island, here we come!
Technically, you're not allowed to visit the island. The mud is an intertidal navigation zone. And if you happen to jump out whilst you're in the mud, then why not?
Dead Man's Island is surrounded by tons of quicksand, and when the tide is out, a lot of this is exposed. Now I know this sounds really dangerous, but the quicksand is technically legal to explore. That means as we arrive on this infected island, we can't stop moving, otherwise we may never get off.
I went really deep.
And with that, I took my first step onto the island.
Hey, W to the viewer, W to the viewer, thank you.
It's been an adventure and a half.
Before we start digging around and looking around, shall we suit up?
Because if there really are Black Plague victims on this island, as people say, the deadly bacteria can survive within their bones for hundreds of years. I do not want to be responsible for another global...
How long can the... Infection by the bacteria, the DNA sequence with teeth pulled from the skeleton confirmed that presence of this bacteria. The bacteria is probably thought to have been the result of the plague. Hey, W viewer.
Pandemic.
Well, I can't believe we're actually on here now.
And now we potentially might find some dead bodies.
So now we're going to begin the search
Wow.
and just see what we can find. We're at the perfect time, low tide.
Yeah, with some gloves or something.
Oh my god, yeah. That's a bone.
Could be shark bone, shark tooth.
Is that,
I don't know.
No, that's
Lads,
not tooth.
I did find another bone. Yeah, it's a small one. Like, I don't know if that's could be like a hand bone.
We did find fragments of bone, but we couldn't confirm they were human, so our search continued.
Everyone is searching the ground looking for stuff. We're seeing tons of hundreds of years
What if
old
he just finds it?
bottles of like medicine, beer bottles, and like clay pipes.
It's a medicine bottle. So
Clay
you'd
pipe.
have been given that when you cough cures,
Take it, smoke
lung
it.
cures,
Oh, I got this
black
pipe,
plague.
though.
If we were finding all
Yeah,
these items
I mean,
belonging
I
to
can't buy
people
it
from the
now,
same
but
time
it's
period,
just
it was now
done it,
becoming
so-
more clear. We may find the people that these items belong
I
to.
forgot he was.
Man, that is a very, very old shoe. Look at that, completely worn. The bottom of an old shoe. That can be there well over 100 years.
After a few more hours trudging through the treacherous quicksand,
Look at that. Oh god.
this is where everything changed.
That's just mud. That's quite literally just mud. Hey, P can come in a 2, really? Huh, gotta peek at the... Hey, 30 views! W!
We might have been looking in the wrong spot. The only problem is it's pretty damn treacherous to get to.
Oh, wow. And finally, we entered the Black Plague Zone. Instantly, we found something.
That's human.
Oh wow.
How's that human?
Yeah, I'll say that's human. That is a fibula. I'm pretty sure of it. So there you go, alright, there's your first bone.
Oh, wow, I'm holding a human bone right now. So yeah, that'd be in the arm? That looks absolutely about right.
This did seem to be human, alright. But if this was a Black Plague dumping zone, then we should be finding a lot more.
You don't want to go too near those. I'm gonna itch my face with that, I'll tell you.
But after that,
is that another one?
We did.
A human foot here. Bone socket. And a rib bone.
That's
Rib bone, wow.
Leg bones, arm bones, all over the place. This is crazy. Oh my god, look right in front of me as well. Oh my god! That's a whole person's leg! I was not expecting that!
I couldn't believe what I was seeing with my own eyes. We've seen the bones of feet, legs, ribs, arms, hands. And there was only one thing left to find in order to prove clearly to the world that human bodies were left on this island.
This person's entire skeleton can't be that far if somehow these survived together, you know?
Oh my, there's teeth.
I was sort of hoping to find this, but seeing it now actually turns my stomach a little bit. This is a little piece of a human skull right now. Teeth intact.
There's barnacles in it. Oh no, there's barnacles with the wisdom teeth would be... You can see the indents and you can see the actual teeth. And this is flipping me off. Thanks. How are those teeth still there? How? Let's go see that. How do teeth from people before toothpaste and dental care still remain on bones? Before toothpaste and dental care, people used various methods to clean the teeth cleaning. This included chewing sticks, gnawing on a thin twig until fade, creating a makeshift brush, using bones or stiff grass as toothbrushes, dental cream. How long can a tooth last on a dead man's jaw? Dead tooth can days, weeks, or even years. However, some can leave it untreated. How long can teeth last on a dead person's remains? Okay, keep giving me the same answer, thank you. And we peak viewers again. Thank you, we peak viewers, thank y'all a lot. We've been 1 hour 53 minutes in. We still got like another hour.
Oh man, that makes me feel weird just looking at a human skull. Wow, that's really insane to look at. That's very clearly a part of a human's face. Or certainly was a long time ago. It's so crazy to think that the Black Plague could still be on these bones, the way it can survive. I'm potentially looking at something that's still carrying the Black Plague.
We expect...
How long can the Black Plague stay in a dead body tooth? A dead tooth can stay in your mouth with... No, Black Plague. How long does the Black Plague stay on a dead person's remains? Black Plague caused by the bacteria. It killed probably. The disease is only rarely spread from person to person among the living. Some people able to survive the plague live longer than those who lived. Ed, you suck at giving me information. Hey, thanks for the viewer. Terrible information.
Expect when we die that our remains will be dealt with care and respect. And these victims were denied that.
It's a lesson, man. We're all just a bunch of bones and flesh.
Yeah, I suppose you'll end up like this, don't we? Lovely to like it.
There's no memory. Everybody that we know is going to forget about us as well. It does make me just want to go like, alright, you know what? We do only have one shot at this. Gotta make it count.
It turns out the stories were true. Victims of the plague and other diseases were left here on this island to rot for centuries. And that's not a fate I would want anyone to endure. And it was with those thoughts I made up my mind.
And so Jay, I forgive you, man. You gave me an experience I will never forget, and honestly, I'm just gonna cherish it for the rest of my life. You're still a scumbag, but no hard feelings.
WVid. Let's get some W's in the chat. WVid. I think this one looks interesting. We'll do this one.
I've stranded myself on a deserted island 10 miles from land. And here are all the supplies I would need to survive for the next 7 days.
Yeah, I'm just gonna build yourself on an island alone. Oh, wow, you're gonna fall on the island.
Oops.
Oh, you're gonna blow them up.
Someone mysteriously blew up the supplies. And so now I have no food, no water. And so I need to build a raft and escape the island as quick as possible. Otherwise,
yeah, this is super smart.
I die.
Honestly,
Tom Hanks successfully did this before. And that guy is an idiot. You see, it took Tom Hanks 3 years in Castaway to build his raft and escape an island. I'm gonna jam pack 3 years into 3 days.
That's right, Tom Hanks. I'm about to speedrun your ass. There's a new survival champ in town.
I'm fighting against the light right now. Lots of strong floating wood. I need to search this island like crazy. Look at this, look at this. Tons of rope. Oh yeah, it's completely knotted. I need to bust out the survival kit. The survival kit is literally only $10. Oh, this guy might cut rope.
But he blew up his stuff.
It cut it straight away and then cut my leg. Sun is already going down. I'll be honest, I thought I would have more at this stage, but all this stuff is going to help me escape. Before I start doing anything with those materials, I've got 3 problems. Shelter, water, and food.
And if I don't have all 3 of these, I won't have enough energy to sail the 10 miles back to land. We've just entered hardcore mode.
Oh man, this is just bad. I think I made a mistake.
Oh. No way he doesn't get light.
Not gonna lie, I feel like shit. That was one of the worst sleeps I've ever had. I was getting absolutely eaten alive. The mosquitoes were really bad, and then these weird little fly things just kept nipping me the entire night.
See all those bugs? I'm literally covered in bugs. These guys just constantly bite me. Pretty sure they're all over my face.
Oh man, they're all over my face, yeah. Before I look at this raft and think of escaping, water now is the priority. You can only go 3 days without water before you die.
And that's not good. So I'm gonna have to do some science on this.
I'm hoping I can find some like tin can that's washed up on shore or something. This is one of the oldest Pepsi cans I've ever seen. Oh, I'm feeling really faint. I feel like I could pass out.
Dehydration is starting to kick in, and I won't be able to build a raft like this. But don't worry, you're about to see how much of a genius I am.
I've got something to put salt water into to boil.
If I can boil the water in this can, that means the steam rising off it will be fresh water. And that means all I need is fire.
Flint and steel.
Any person that knew how to survive knows you do not drink salt water, just dehydration will kill you. It'll be for the
Oh. Okay, what do I do now? I'm just gonna place it right in the middle. Okay. All right. That salt water's gonna boil, come up, and I need to capture the good water on top somehow. The steam will hit this, and then it should trickle down somewhere.
Oh, it's damp.
It's damp. Okay. I've got a couple of drops of water, that's for sure. Do I just drink it now? Okay, like, I mean, there's half a mouthful of water there.
Way wow.
Delightful. Okay. Trying to build this raft. Well, it's definitely not pretty, and I have no idea if it floats. And maybe it could break. I guess we're gonna find out tomorrow morning.
Because if I don't eat tonight, I'll be too weak to sail the 10 miles back to land. So do you know what time it is?
It's fucking spear time.
If Tom Hanks could do it, so could I.
A fish is getting eaten. I'm gonna fucking kill a fish. Come on, man.
You just bought his fill off Amazon.
Could I? Yeah, of course I could.
And there's one behind me. You guys keep evading me.
There's no way Tom Hanks was about to beat me.
I've seen about 10 fish this entire time. Come on. Let's get. Someone want to get stabbed in the head or what?
You can't see the fish. It's going to go when you see the fish. I don't know, it could just be the recording.
Today's not the day that I fucking spear a fish. I'm exhausted. I've never gone so long without eating food. Kind of getting the feeling that Tom Hanks was a little tougher than I thought.
If I can't spear fish, maybe I can catch one. fish hooks, bait, and some line. I tried the end of the fishing line to the stick.
I'm losing light, I'm losing energy. I kind of need to just get this in the water.
In the night, yeah.
Before I could check if my fishing trick worked, I needed to wait and sleep. Tomorrow was escape day and National Tom Hanks Suck It Day, so I needed all my strength. I needed to eat.
The sun is about to come up. I need to check this fishing line.
Yeah.
What the It's gone. Are you serious?
Yeah.
No food today. Potentially no food for the rest of this video.
But sometimes it's in your most desperate moment that you find help in the most unlikely of places.
I go and I skip breakfast and lunch. I'm fucking starving. Oh, that raccoon will eat you up.
It's drinking my water. Hey! That's my water! Yo! I'm right next to you, man. That's my water. I could skin and eat you. He doesn't care. He's barely reacting to me. Oh. He's got a sore paw. Oh no, he's limping.
Yeah, don't walk up to that thing, even if it has to. Even
the man
if it
has
is
like a broken paw, so I feel bad now.
They're not, they look cute, but they're gonna
You can have my
you.
water.
They
Oh
could.
man, I feel bad. He's so slow. I'm gonna give him some of the water I captured yesterday. Yeah, he's running away now.
He's gonna domesticate raccoons.
Yeah, he's gone. I guess there's a few of us
50,000
out
years
here
from now, he's gonna go back. He's gonna go back to his
weird.
island.
I can't
Every
believe I
couple
scared the
of years,
raccoon away
sees
like
little
that
pet
when he was
raccoon,
just trying to
and he's got a
survive just
family,
like
and they're
me.
gonna
He
be
taught me a
friendly,
valuable
normal
lesson.
people
That
have
there was drinkable
raccoons,
water
because
all
no
over
one's
my
watching
shelter,
videos.
and all I had to do
And we just
was
got
drink
raccoons
it
as
like a
pets,
raccoon.
kinda like cats.
Oh, it's actually not bad. Oh man, that's so good.
I was hydrated. I was feeling like a new man. I was like a king. I was like a human raccoon hybrid. And with this new energy, I had one last thing to rub it in Tom Hanks' face before I escaped this island.
One famous thing that Tom Hanks did in Castaway that everyone liked was he became friends with a volleyball. His name was Wilson.
I know you.
In a very dramatic finish to that movie, he loses Wilson.
Wilson!
Wilson flew off into the ocean, never to be seen again. It was his closest friend. Since I'm speedrunning this is Hunter the Conch. He's my new best friend right now. Woo, we're having a great time. Let's get off this fucking island, shall we?
So because this is such a dumb thing to do, my friends Tyler and Willie are on land and they know that I'm going to be escaping today. They have a boat and they have a drone. And if anything goes like super wrong, I have a flare gun.
I'm super nervous, man.
Yeah, that's smart flare gun, but
Safety whistle, flare gun. I've got a walkie-talkie that's going to get in range of Tyler and Willie pretty soon. Yes, I go.
It was time to put this raft in the water.
Keep floating. I mean, if you're in dire need of help, I guess.
Since it seemed to float, I pushed it out as far as I could before I tested my weight on it.
Cameras, it might make you just walking around.
And as you can tell, I have a problem, but I wasn't ready to admit that. It was only until Tyler's drone showed up and his walkie-talkie came in range that I could admit it.
It's definitely going down. Oh, fuck.
The raft that I spent hours on was not going to make it anywhere near the 10 miles I needed to go.
I'm losing the raft.
But you know what? At this point it didn't matter. I was getting off the island no matter what. Even if it meant swimming the 10 miles completely by myself. There was just one simple thing I hadn't thought of.
I'm freezing.
Yeah, hypothermia. That's gonna bite your ass. It's gonna bite your ass in the face.
I don't know if you can see that little speck, but that's him. His goal was to leave yesterday and try and go back to shore. I'm like, bro, that's a 25-mile swim. You're gonna fucking die.
You can have this one, Tom.
I had to be rescued.
Makes sense.
Sorry, you failed.
I failed big time, man.
Hey, Wvid. Shout out to Derata. Wait, where's he from? What country? Irish. Okay. Irish. Wait, was that a mugshot? Here's a mugshot. Does he? What does this have to do with blood? What the fuck, Michael saw? Fuck y'all. I'm no longer gonna use Bing. I'm going to Google. Yeah, bro. So this one video watching, that's probably like the weirdest shit. I think it's weird too.
This island has been covered in a toxic chemical called anthrax that has a 90% chance of killing you if you breathe it in.
And so, I'm going.
Anthrax Island is located in a remote part of Scotland where the government used it to test biological weapons.
We made it to Scotland! Anthrax Island, here we come, boys!
Are we in Scotland?
You are in Scotland, yes.
How did I get here? Why are you here?
You might wonder why I would assemble a team and travel over 1,000 miles to sneak onto one of the most dangerous islands in the world. Well, the answer is simple. It's my lifelong dream to become one of the world's biggest YouTubers. And big YouTubers have islands. And so if I'm going to be a big YouTuber, I need my very own island.
We may be stuck in traffic, but that's not going to stop us getting Anthrax Island! Anthrax Island!
Now that we have made it to Scotland, I'm going to tell you how I'm going to get this island. To make this official, I have to get 50 Scottish people to sign a petition stating they approve of me becoming the new owner of Anthrax Island.
Alright, how many petitions do we have? They're not as much as I think. 1, 6, 8, 14, 17.
We've got a few stopping points where we can collect more signatures. 237 miles to go.
We need to get permission from the Scottish people that I can have this island, you know what I mean? Excuse me. You're doing a great deed. Oh, sorry.
Rip
my royal scroll.
The actual deadliest island. Also, that's the Oh, did I just skip through the whole video? Oh,
Odin Valhalla Rising, now available on mobile.
This island has been covered.
Got a petition here. I'm trying to storm and claim an island in the north of Scotland.
What are you gonna do?
Royal scroll.
That's a skateboard. Yeah, that's a skateboard from that ground. I don't know if y'all know about skate.
I'm trying to transfer the deed of ownership of Anthrax Island over to myself, the rightful inheritor, Dartha.
You look like an unsavory character.
Oh no. Whoa. I didn't want your signatures on my scroll anyways.
I'm having a great day.
After gathering more signatures and getting closer to Anthrax Island, we realized there was going to be a problem finding enough people to complete the petition.
Oh my gosh, where are we?
We're in the Stephen King novel again.
We've driven to the edge of the world. This is honestly nuts.
Basically, we're on the rural roads of Scotland. We need to try and convince someone with a boat to bring us over to Anthrax Island.
Wait, what do you mean? You told me you had a plan.
Plan is a strong word.
I'm in the middle of actually nowhere. Oh my gosh, where are we?
Now that we're coming into the area surrounding Anthrax Island, we have to be especially careful. This place has a tiny population and makes the likelihood of running into the owners of Anthrax Island pretty high. The only problem is I need more signatures, otherwise I will never get this island.
Do you know what Anthrax is?
Hold up. Someone owns this island. An island where the government tested biological weapons. Who owns Anthrax Island? Anthrax. Greenland Island, also known as Anthrax Island, was contaminated in World War II by the UK for anthrax. The island was later purchased from the owner. It's now safe for public access. Okay. Infection with anthrax is deadly, but it isn't the bacteria themselves that kill. Rather, the toxins the bacteria produce damage human cells. Damn. YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming as such viewers will experience. YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming such as viewers will experience. How do I mess with this? Turn that's awful help. That helped it, really? It's probably just my internet spiking, not gonna lie. The stream should be valid. Sorry, the one viewer that's watching this has some issues.
Do you know what Anthrax Island is?
Oh, it's good, nerd.
Yeah, man, you're the first person to know it. Really? We're going to the island tomorrow that was like tested on. Would you guys like to sign my petition?
What are they
So
eating?
what's been going on with this island, man? Like, is there just no one out there?
It's been deserted for as long as I know.
Do you guys think you want to move to Anthrax Island?
No. To meet your pay.
Man, I have been on a quest to claim this island.
Hey, one last one.
Thank you so much.
This is where this video takes a big twist. When you announcing our plans to claim Anthrax Island could mean we get some unwanted attention. But I never expected it to so quickly get the attention of the mysterious owners.
You have a problem with an island?
No, we don't have a problem with it. Have you heard of, you know the island, do you?
Aye. Yes, I own it.
Wait. No way.
What did you say?
Whoa,
We own the
they just
island. You want to see the contracts?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Aye. We'll come with us.
No, we're not going on.
You're trespassing.
Nobody said that.
Our plan to claim the island was now looking like it could fail. However, a burning question was in my mind. Who the hell ratted us out and told this man that we intended to take the island that has been in his family for generations?
This man here.
Are you a spy?
This man has signed the petition to transfer the deed of ownership.
Who in your family owns it?
Alexa, record this.
He's in there. Wait, the owner?
Your uncle's in the pub.
Yeah. The owner of Anthrax Island.
Well, we should go straight to the uncle.
Yeah.
Okay, don't kill out or anything when we walk in.
Are you coming to meet the main man?
Yeah, okay.
Alright, let us eat first.
Does everyone want a piece
Weird
of
turn.
Not gonna lie to you, I don't believe him.
I think when we
Oh, they're all drunk. You would come to a random place, which is an hour and a half away from the place.
No, they were up for us to just go straight. I believe it.
Apparently we've met the nephew of the owner of Anthrax Island.
Smokes the most. Nara is the highest smoking rate in the world, 52%, 0.1% all the women. What percent of people smoke in Britain? About 11% of people smoke, which is the lowest proper rate in America since began in 2011. Stream health is excellent connection. W, honestly. 2 hours, 14 minutes.
And he's in this pub. I'm going to go in there, I'm going to confront this man, and I'm going to tell him right to his face that Anthrax Island is ours. You got that?
Yeah.
Oh my god. 3, 2, 1. I'm looking for the owner of Anthrax Island, you know him?
And after coming so far, I was suddenly face to face with the one man who stood in my way from claiming the island.
I am the rightful inheritor of Anthrax Island. What's your name? Darata. Paperwork. Have you not seen the amount of people who have signed this petition?
You're gonna have to fight through 50 soldiers who are devoted to this cause.
Do you want to sell the island?
I'm gonna walk over there and slap you.
No.
You won't be shot if you go into looking. Give you shot.
Can't people in Scotland not own guns? How are they gonna shoot him? Like, I don't think citizens can just own guns. Permission possessive to buy a firearm or shotgun will be granted to an individual who is assessed by the police. They need not pose a threat to public safety and have good. People can legally own guns in Scotland. I know the US they can. We have the Second Amendment. I mean, you can own guns in Scotland, but you need to have a license. The type of license or certificate depends on the type of firearm you want to own. Police of Scotland are responsible for granting firearm and shotgun certificates. How many guns are there in the US? I think it's like 500 million guns. Yeah, 500 million. Yeah.
You said it's illegal to shoot.
It's illegal to shoot.
These guys were super angry and scary. They were threatening to shoot us if we trespassed on their island. So I thought it was time we got out of there fast. But there was one last thing I wanted to tell them before we left.
I'm going to go over to that island tomorrow, and I'm going to take it from you and your family by force. And I will do it right in front of you guys. I don't care.
That's how you represented it.
And so, me and the crew left immediately to figure out how to take this man's island without him being able to stop us. And let's just say, we had one big day planned for the next morning, and just one signature left to complete the petition.
It's 5 a.m. I told them to their face I was going to take their island, but I didn't tell them when. They probably don't expect us to get there at 5 a.m.
Okay, so we're coming up to the harbour. This man does not know that we want to actually get onto the island.
It's finally happening.
This is crazy. Just need to convince the captain to bring us as close as possible. There we go, Anthrax Island, here we come. How are they going to stop us from taking it now, huh? How are they going to stop us? Which one? This one here? Anthrax! We're nearly there! Anthrax Island is just up ahead! Anthrax Island! If we can convince him, hold on close, I'm not going to jump out. Wow! There she blows! This is our baby right here! Whoa, that was crazy!
We're slowing down.
Oh my god! Right, we're here, guys. We're here. How do you feel being so close to it? This is weird, isn't it?
I got a head rush, to be honest.
Yeah. Today, this will all be ours.
Okay, Dara, before you do anything stupid,
there's something else we must do. Gosh, I've got something here, right? We have been on incredible quest across the UK. He's come from Los Angeles.
Hi.
I've been getting people to sign a petition to transfer the ownership of Anthrax Island over to myself.
Okay.
I've needed 50 signatures. At the moment, I have 49. I've got 49 signatures right now. Once I get 50, I'm gonna get this filed in the courts and transfer the deed.
I'll be happy to be the 50th.
His final signature. Yes, you have just made incredible history, my friend. Thank you. It's got time to go claim an island.
we gotta move quickly, Dara.
With this place being covered in deadly anthrax, we cannot stay on this island for more than 5 minutes.
Plenty of people come out, they want to see it, but this is about as close as, you know, we'll go, we'll take you in. This is about it, I'm afraid, close as you're going to get.
Alright, for Anthrax Island!
Is the anthrax not in the water? Is it just in the soil? I just muted that, my bad. There's no way it's not in the water.
Whoa, 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 whoa!
I'm not too fond with jumping into. Please, can you take us close to the shore?
Yeah.
Elliot, come on. Like, honestly, we go every time. We need to go.
We had made it onto Anthrax Island, the most toxic and dangerous island in the world. Now I just had one last thing to do in order to establish my empire.
Guys, it is taking us a long time to get here, but we're here.
That's an island
through all adversity. We're not meant to be here. This is the most deadly island in the world. We can only be on here for a couple of minutes. This life, it's not often you get handed things. If you want something, you gotta go get it, boys. We are about to claim our goddamn island. 3, 2, 1.
What did they actually always say the battle? Like, you know how crazy that'd be if all of them just drop dead on camera? We watched every single video except the MrBeast and then this one. Yeah, we watched this one. I don't know why it says it's only that much. 20 minutes, 19 minutes. Okay, we'll do it. We'll do this, then we'll do the MrBeast Island.
This is Anthrax Island. It's an island covered in toxic bacteria called anthrax that has a 90% chance of killing you if you breathe it in. And this is my last bit of fresh air for the next 24 hours.
Because I'm going to spend the night here.
Oh my god.
Good luck, boys. I'll see you in 24 hours if you're not dead.
This is Anthrax Island. It's an island.
Because I'm going to spend the night here.
Oh my god.
Good luck, boys. I'll see you in 24 hours if you're not dead.
Keep the filter out of the water. There goes the boat.
But instantly, I had a problem. I had cut my foot jumping off the boat and now had an open wound on an island that during World War II had been used as a biological testing site where they bombarded it with anthrax bombs.
What does anthrax do? Like, what does it do? Seriously, called. Okay, hold up. CDC, anthrax can cause severe illness in both people and animals. The bacteria that causes anthrax are naturally in soil worldwide. People usually get anthrax from affected animals or contaminated products. Call a healthcare provider immediately if you think you have been exposed to anthrax. Anthrax is a serious disease, casually, usually caused by whatever that bacteria is. Bacteria are found naturally in soil around the world and commonly affect livestock and wild animals. People usually get sick with anthrax if they come in contact with affected animals or contaminated animal products. People can breathe in anthrax spores, eat food or drink water containing with spores, or get spores and cut or scrape in the skin, livestock, and wild animals. Soil, I spelled all that terrible. Anthrax bomb.
If any anthrax got into my cut, I could be in serious danger.
Oh, lad. You don't want anthrax in your lungs, and you definitely don't want it in a cut either.
Yeah, disinfect that ASAP.
But why would I come to such a dangerous place? Well, the government have made several attempts to clean the island, but after a mysterious fire broke out last year as well, I believe it's still contaminated and they're trying to hide it. And so I'm going to prove it by finding some evidence.
Let's go find out what they're hiding.
Now we wait.
There seems to be absolutely nothing on the island. Everything is just burnt. What the hell is this? I can't see a single bit of wildlife on the island. So we were told that the fire started on this side, and you can see where it's totally charred.
Why is there no wildlife on the island? Guernsey Island, also known as Anthrax Island, is located in Scotland. It became uninhabitable after a test in 1942 and following anthrax spore bombs, which contaminated the island. It's a deadly disease called bacteria. Can you live if you are infected with anthrax? Anthrax is a serious infection disease caused by survival depends on what type of exposure and how medical intervention. With appropriate antibiotic treatment, almost all patients with cutaneous anthrax survive. This deadliest form of anthrax occurs when a person breathes in anthrax spores. A week after exposure, but it could take up 2 months. Okay. W viewers, y'all. W.
I've just found the skull of a sheep here. I'm literally only seeing skulls. There's no living animals here.
Dead sheep. Sheep don't have horns.
Oh, wow. There's just bones and skulls everywhere.
I'm about to be made stupid. Do sheeps have... Domestic sheep breeds like Scottish have horns in both males and females. Some sheep breeds are polled naturally hornless. I did not know sheeps had horns.
Okay, we need to find out where this fire started.
So nobody knows how the fire started, but the locals on the mainland were terrified that the anthrax would go airborne and infect their villages.
And everybody was worried, you know.
But since then, no one has come out to physically examine the island until now.
Alright, now this looks really odd to me. This is very, very burnt and charred here. This looks...
I wish they could give me a definitive answer instead of just be like, oh, here's a news article. I don't want to read the whole fucking news article on live stream. Either way.
It's like a bonfire right here. But then there's just another one over here. One there, one just over here. Someone has built up 5 bonfires and put gasoline between them and tried to light them all up. This is absolutely not an accident.
Someone tried to light the anthrax place on fire. is what he's saying.
Now that we know that this was clearly intentional, we need to find out who started the fire and get them to admit that they're trying to hide that Anthrax is still on the island.
And so I've got my friends Quentin and Ellie on the mainland. We're going to do some investigating. Ellie, we need you to find out who started this fire.
Okay, we will find him, Dara, and we will interrogate him. Are you guys familiar with Grinyard Island?
Bro.
We will find him, Dara, and we will interrogate.
Nah, man. He has the 1,000-yard stare. Bro, yeah. Yeah, he has a 1,000-yard stare. Look at that. Look at that, yeah. He's just like shocked. He's like, oh my god. We got a 1,000-yard stare, y'all.
Get him. Are you guys familiar with Grinyard Island? Are you familiar with Grinyard Island? Well, you guys saw the fire?
Yeah, I saw the smoke from here, but...
And you saw it too?
Just spread like... No idea how it started.
We saw it start.
You do get wildfires around here.
A wildfire? In Scotland? It's f***ing cold here.
After hours of interviewing, Ellie finally found someone with some important information.
So I don't know if you saw anything suspicious?
I'll tell you a good person to go and talk to. And you can tell him I sent Gary Ross. Ask Gary Ross who set fire to Grinyard Island. He works for the Grinyard estate.
And he'll know the answer.
Whether he'll tell you the truth, I doubt it.
We now have a prime suspect for who started the fire. So while Ellie and Quentin hunt him down, me and Matt have another important job to do.
We're going to now go to loads of different locations on the island and test it for
The only way to truly prove that they are hiding that this island is still infected with anthrax is to test it ourselves.
You ready to go out and brave the anthrax again?
I guess so. Why did you look like Tommy in it?
Yeah, I'm kind of dehydrated and we're about to do this. That was a bit silly. Okay, let's go.
We're about to massively increase the risk of being on this island right now. We're going to dig up 10 soil samples from the ground where anthrax spores can survive for hundreds of years. And digging them up, so it's sample 1, could release the spores into the air.
I don't know if this is going to be a friendly greeting.
Oh my god, this is where he lives!
Gary's house is literally through these bushes. This is
literally... that's a telephone box, dude. That's crazy. Yes, anthrax is lethal bacterial zoonosis, primarily affecting herbivorous wildlife and livestock. Upon host death, Bacillus anthracis vegetative cells form spores capable of surviving for years in soil. Wow. The concurrent viewers. Is that real?
Straight out of a horror movie.
Alright, let's go.
Quentin, this is spooky.
So it's sample 6, sample 7, sample 8. 2 more samples, we're nearly there. Sample 9, just one more left.
Dude, my legs hurt.
Hi, sorry sir, is your name Gary Ross?
Yes. Yeah, alright, hit us with the update.
This guy called Gary Ross, he works for the owner. We drove here and we've got to Gary Ross's house. We've just knocked on his door and we had a pretty awful interaction with Gary. We're just doing some investigating into the fire that happened like 6 months ago or so. We met your friend David down in Ullapool.
And you can tell him I sent...
He sent us here and said that you knew what happened.
No, it's went on fire.
He said he doesn't know David. He doesn't know how the fire started. What caused it, do you know? Is it just like heat?
No idea.
People for miles could see the fires. Gary said he couldn't see it and he lives opposite. Did you witness the fire too? No, or? No, you didn't see it?
Yeah, Gary probably lives on the fire.
He sounds like a dirty liar.
And then he basically just told us to leave and we shouldn't go speak to the owners. And do you know the owners personally? Or do you know the names? Or is it all like secretive?
Oh yeah.
Oh wow.
I'm getting fishy vibes.
I reckon it was Gary. I think he did it for them. He works for them. I reckon he lit it on fire and they did it for a reason that they're not going to tell us.
Now we know we aren't going to get a confession from the mainland. The samples are my last hope to uncover the truth, which leaves me with only one choice. Collect the final sample from the spot where the biggest anthrax bomb was set off to make sure I get the best results.
Alright, I'm making my way up to the bomb site.
We're not close enough to die, which is great, but Matt and Dara are definitely in danger.
I do not know what, it's like something like, I do not know what weapons will be used in World War Z, but I didn't know what would be used in World War IV, sticks and stones. Like, that's not the crow, it's similar to that, but yeah.
It already looks completely different here. The grass is kind of patchy and dead. Entering the most anthrax-ridden spot in the entire world. This is crazy. I'm now standing in the exact spot where they would have dropped the anthrax bomb. I might be the only one who stood here in about 100 years. It might seem stupid I'm risking my life like this, but I'm doing it for a good reason. A year ago, I made a viral video about the island that proved to 10 million people just how easy it could be to get onto the island. And it was right after that video went viral that the island was set on fire. I think the government have seen this and are scared about how many people know about the island now. I think they're trying to cover it up, and someone needs to find the truth. Alright, it's time I get this last sample.
40 guns to the back.
Sample 10. Final sample, that's it. Okay, let's get the hell out of here.
They would have happened dead.
With the final sample collected, we still had 10 hours to survive on this anthrax-ridden island.
How does the UV light keep you?
What have we got to do? Right, what's the next steps?
Survive the night, wait for a pickup, send off all the soil samples to a lab and get them tested for anthrax.
And don't die.
Man, I am so tired.
It's probably just like that absolute oxygen deprivation. Or we just inhaled a ton of anthrax.
Well, that was an interesting sleep.
We had survived the night. Now we needed to get off the island.
The only thing left really is tear all this stuff down and wait for Josh to pick us up.
But our boat was nowhere to be seen. We had taken down our safe zone and were standing outside in all the anthrax.
I've looked all over the island, there's no seed. This is what's
7 skulls?
Yeah.
I was beginning to question if coming to the island was too reckless, but thinking about what we had learned so far, it was clear someone needed to get answers, and it might as well be me.
Can't wait to leave!
Whoa!
We had gotten off the island and had our 10 samples. It was now time to send it to the lab. Now, sending samples of anthrax to a lab is not only extremely difficult to do as a normal citizen, but it's very expensive. But eventually I did find a lab that would take the soil, and all I had to do was post it.
Do you need it to get there tomorrow?
Oh, why not?
Starting where we left off, fire.
They lit this island on fire, purposefully. But the question is why? And is it because their island is still a threat to public safety and is fully covered in anthrax? So I'm gonna find out.
It's gonna take 7 days for the lab results to come back, which is weirdly the same amount of time it takes anthrax symptoms to show up.
Yeah, hopefully we're not infected with anthrax right now. Sorry, Ellie. The results have just come back from the lab. I'm nervous, I'm scared. This is the moment of truth. Anthrax test report has come back. I'm going to click directly into the PDF and see what happens. Man, my heart is beating like crazy.
I'm scared. What the fuck is happening?
Go into your room, close your door. Anthrax Island
Ooh.
is anthrax free. Yeah! Bacillus anthracis not found on the 10 soil samples from various locations across the island. Ah, that's so weird. I can't believe it. No anthrax. It is done. They burnt it all away. They burnt it all away.
At least now you know the truth.
The truth is they've covered up this deadly island, but maybe there's another one out there, even deadlier.
Woo! We're going into the abyss.
Yeah, that's the Dead Men's Island video they did. I think it was this one. Ew, 41 peak viewers. A W to everyone in the stream. Chat's a bit dead, but I mean, that happens, so. Last time I had an exceptionally high chat. We watched everything but the MrBeast one, so we'll do the MrBeast one and we'll call it a night.
This is MrBeast.
Before we start, I want to shout out one viewer. I don't know your username. You know, if you comment, you do a comment real quick, I'll, what you gonna call it? If you comment, I'll sub to your channel. I'll give you 20 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6.
Island. The island that this contestant won during his 100 million subscriber video. But what happened to the island after? Does the winner still live out there? Did she sell it?
Or is there even anything remaining on the island? Well, no one knows,
As the island is in such an incredibly remote location with a dangerous journey
that nobody has visited the island since.
until now. I'm in Nassau, Bahamas. I've traveled almost halfway across the earth, and yet still I am nowhere near MrBeast Island. Bahamas is made up of almost 800 islands. And guess whose island is on the very end of it? The one island that we're trying to get to. So this is basically the last stop that we can get to by normal transport. From here on out,
bro, that water looks
we're gonna need some help.
This is Peter, a local Bahamian and the only person I could find that knows the secret route to MrBeast Island. And he says to get there, we first need to go to
Ragged Island is in the Bahamas, but it's not right next to Nassau, which is where we are.
It's very, very far.
We got a remote island in the middle of nowhere. Yeah. How do we get from Nassau to Ragged Island? They use a small ass plane. They're scary. You're gonna fly into Ragged Island and then somehow sneak onto MrBeast Island, which we know is nearby.
All right. Let's get a sketchy ass plane.
But it wasn't going to be that easy. Turns out flying during hurricane season comes with a lot of risks.
Are you alright? You got hit in the head, no?
We're going to be on a really small plane, and the weather right now is not looking good. I can literally see them monitoring the weather there. Basically just have to wait until there's a tiny clearing and then try and get beyond some thunder and lightning and rain.
In a tiny, tiny plane.
Oh my god, we've got to fly. This is like the most expensive flight I've ever bought, and it's also the smallest plane I'm ever going to be on. So Lauren's dad and stepmom are coming with us as well, just to balance the plane. How are you feeling, Peter?
It's okay. It's small.
I think we're all terrified right now. Okay, guys, there is no turning back now. As soon as we get on this plane, we are going into the depths of the Bahamas. This is remote as fuck. This is our pilot, Josh.
All seatbelts on. Life jackets are stored in the pocket in the front. We have 2 emergency exits, the door and this window.
Oh my god. Pop open and dive out.
Yep. And then
So we're not going to go down today.
No.
Are you scared?
I'm scared when you say that.
I definitely am.
So we good to go?
Yeah.
Oh, they're all the little... No, they don't all need the headset.
1, 2, 3.
We thought they all got it.
Literally, as soon as we took off, I needed to pee. I don't think there's any toilets on this way. There's no way the winner is living on this island. Like, it is so remote.
How on earth do you get 100 people over to this island?
I was able to contact a contestant from MrBeast Island video. His name is Tanner, and he's responded to me. And I've asked him if he could give me a call. So we're going to land, and I'm going to ask Tanner some questions about the video and getting some advice on how to get to this island.
We continued flying over the countless islands, but then something caught my eye.
Oh my god, that's MrBeast Island. There it is. We just passed MrBeast Island. That's the island. That's the island. Oh, we're nearly there. Oh, that's crazy. We just flew over the island, Jimmy.
But we had to land the plane first, and the only safe place to do so was another few miles away.
We're coming in. Here comes the runway. There we go. Oh wow. Woo! That was such a smooth landing. Damn. Oh man, we're on Ragged Island. Let's go. It's gonna be so quiet around here. We are just so far away from anything.
And now that we've landed, it's time to have that call with Tanner.
Tanner, how you doing, man?
Bro, I'm doing great. How are you?
Good, man. Thank you for taking the call. Man, so what was it like being a contestant in this video?
It was fun, man. Like, the whole thing was just a giant adventure.
What if I said I wanted to win a MrBeast video? Like, what does it take?
You literally have no idea what you're walking into. Out of all of the advice I could probably give, I think just connecting with people is the best thing. Just make friends, make connections,
I like that. That's given me kind of an idea, actually.
I've always wondered what happened to the island. No one's been back since.
Yeah.
It's been more than a year.
So you don't know, like, what the winner did with it?
No. Last I heard is that she ended up selling it back. And so I actually don't know who owns the island.
So Tanner doesn't think the winner actually owns the island anymore. So we don't really know whose island it is. but we still have to go. So our driver is waiting for us. So let's go.
What you may not have seen in MrBeast video is that the islands surrounding his have been ravaged by hurricanes, making it incredibly difficult to live in this remote place.
They're rebuilding a ton of the buildings here. A lot of them got destroyed in 2017 from a hurricane. There's no police station anymore. The police station is destroyed and there's like goats living in it. This is the last bit of civilization before we get to MrBeast Island. Next mode of transport, looking pretty good. To MrBeast Island, to where no man has gone before, except for MrBeast. And 100 contestants. Here we go. So Tanner knows who the winner of the island was. Obviously, he was in the same video, and he's going to try and get us in contact with her. So we can talk to the winner of the island. That'd be really cool.
I'll give her a call right now and let you know what's going on.
He said her name is Mallory. So Mallory, we may be on your island very, very soon. I cannot believe how far we have come.
Traveling to such a remote place comes with so much difficulty. It took over 2 weeks of failures to get this far. And thanks to this video's sponsor, Magic, a free AI travel assistant, I'll get details and plan trip on what you want. And rest.
It's a question that I still have people message me about and stuff. I haven't really talked about it publicly anywhere.
Before Mallory tells us what she's done with the island, if you're planning a trip, Magic will be description to try it out.
It was the scariest moment of my entire life for the whole duration of filming. I was a college kid. I had my student loans and everything to cover. Before the video was filmed, I literally had $20 in my bank account. Long story short,
So it's not Mallory's Island anymore.
Long story short, I ended up getting a cash prize instead. Well, it's completely changed my life. Completely.
It looks like Mallory has sold it back to MrBeast. So it is MrBeast Island that we're going to. I felt like I knew it. I guess we're going to see what did you do with the island.
Yeah, I think that's it.
After all this time, we are finally getting to the island. Out of 800 islands in the Bahamas, this is the one. We are about to find out what the hell is on this island. This is crazy. There's steps there. Look, we're about to step foot on it.
So
we are about to get on this. One small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
Oh my god, look at that board. Oh my god. Look at that wood. That's structurally sound.
I'm on it.
I think I just collapsed.
Come on, come on. Come on, Liz, you got this. Nice. All right. Whose island is this?
What's his name again?
So, I've made it to MrBeast's island. But now the question is, did MrBeast do anything with this island?
Jimmy, I'm on your island. You've made like a little road or something.
What happened to the set from his video over a year ago?
Wait, I don't recognize this. I don't even think this shack was in the video.
And now that I'm on this island, is there a way I can make a dream of mine come true? Let's find out.
So while we're exploring the island and we're finding out what the hell's on it, I gotta tell you guys the real reason why I wanted to get onto this island so bad. So basically, I personally would love to be in a MrBeast video. It's my dream not only to be in a MrBeast video one day, but to actually win it. And by getting onto this island, we get to see firsthand what someone stands to win if you win a MrBeast video. And maybe, just maybe, I've got a little bit of an idea that might be able to get Jimmy's attention.
And now, let's find out what's on this island.
Down this way is where the helipad is. Look at this. So, this is the helipad area. Yeah! I'm in the helipad area in a MrBeast video. It is very faint because the sun has literally been smacking it for a year since. Right here is where they had the bonfire, where all 5 contestants lit their checks worth 50 grand on fire. 250 grand burnt in this exact spot. Oh, the pool! Oh my god! This is the pool from the video as well. It's still here, and that means only one thing.
No, that pool is literally, that pool could be deadly. That could have brain-eating amoeba, and you could literally just die in the hospital because it doesn't get caught easy. Doesn't look like it happened, but anyway, that's
it's disgusting. It went into my eyes. You should not jump into water that's been laying there for a year.
Usually you cover your nose to prevent it, but that's not guaranteeing you're not going to get it. You can still easily get it. Get to your ears, get the cuts, work your way up to the brain, then you... Sometimes you live through it. Interesting fact, most people have antibodies to it, which means you got affected by it once and your body fought it off. But because PAM, which is some long medical time, you're like brick, you're like dead. And if you live through it, you can become super retarded because of it. Just like all the brain damage. Hey, thanks for the view. Thanks for the view.
This is the exact spot, I think, where Mallory found the briefcase. I literally think this is the palm leaf that hid the briefcase. Oh, this is the intro spot. Here we go. This is literally where Jimmy did his intro. I'm standing where he was. And then right here
was a
was...
lot of grass. I get paid to remove weeds. All those weeds, all that grass, they could use a weed eater. Filled with sand. Oh, that'd be such a pain. Imagine pulling that up with your hands. Building all this would probably be a pain. I could imagine it took a while. And then this looks like it was gonna be a kitchen by them cabinets. I could have like a microwave, like an outdoor kitchen. I don't know what it'd be used for. That thing's falling apart. It has bags on it and what it looks like, almost like a bag.
It's where they finished the video. Jimmy was sitting right here. There was Chandler, there was Nolan, there was Chris, and then there was, I think there was Mallory, like right here.
Yeah, what is that up there?
She literally won this island. As far as I can tell, this set from the video is like basically still here. Meaning the winner didn't do anything with the island because it seems like MrBeast still owns this island. And so Jimmy, if you're watching this, I do have one small proposition for you. What do you say, Jimmy?
That was like an actual house. That's like a, I mean, some of the roof tiles fell off. Probably some wasps in there, but you can still live in it.
Whatever you say, I'll do it. MrBeast, let's collab.
W video, W stream. Okay, see you guys in the next stream. Probably not gonna be tomorrow night like I've done last night and tonight, but W stream. Have a good night to the two viewers that have watched this. Hope you enjoy the future content. Peace.